Dear Starseeds of Gaia, what if I told you that your highest spiritual act right now is to get on a plane, to show up at that event you're dreading, to say yes to that invitation that makes no logical sense? The hermit phase is over, and if you're still hiding, you're missing your actual mission. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and today I bring you an urgent transmission about a cosmic event so precisely orchestrated that when it unfolds over the next 3 months, you'll understand why every sleepless night, every unexplained symptom, every relationship that suddenly vanished has been preparing you for exactly this moment. The universe is about to literally pick you up and place you where you're desperately needed, whether you think you're ready or not. You've been sleeping 14, 16 hours and still waking exhausted, haven't you? Your body aches in places that make no medical sense. Nausea hits you out of nowhere. Since Sunday's Pisces full moon eclipse, you've felt that fuzzy emotional discomfort you can't name. Relationships hanging in limbo, words stuck in your throat. These aren't random symptoms. Your body has been downloading massive light codes, preparing for physical relocation, for sudden movement into environments your current frequency has never encountered. But there's something else happening that nobody's talking about. While you've been integrating these codes in isolation, specific locations on Earth have been crying out for your exact frequency. Cities are literally calling for you. Portal sites are waiting dormant for your specific energetic signature. Rooms full of people who don't even know they're waiting are about to meet you. The synchronicities about to unfold will shatter your understanding of how reality works. Within days, maybe hours, you'll receive what seems like a random invitation. A trip you planned suddenly moves up. A stranger mentions a place that makes your whole body light up. An event appears that you never imagined attending. When this happens, and I need you to really hear this, this isn't random. This is the beginning of your divine placement, the mission you've been preparing for across lifetimes without even knowing it. The hermit phase wasn't just for your healing. You've been charging up like a cosmic battery, building a frequency so pure that your mere presence will shift entire buildings, neighborhoods, cities. Those relationships that evaporated without explanation, the connections that just dissolved into mist. This wasn't abandonment. We've been creating an energetic vacuum around you, clearing space so your frequency can expand without interference when you arrive in these new environments. Every departure has been precisely timed. Every ending has been preparation for what you're about to begin. The universe hasn't been taking things away. It's been making room. The financial fears rising in your mind right now are exactly what keep most lightworkers from their missions. But here's what came through crystal clear this morning. Money returns. Time doesn't. Every opportunity you miss because of money fear is a portal that closes forever. But when you trust enough to say yes, resources don't just return. They multiply in ways that defy logical explanation. The universe rewards courage, not caution. Over the next 3 months, you're going to be placed in situations that seem completely contrary to your spiritual path. Corporate boardrooms where nobody questions the matrix. Family gatherings are dense with old patterns. Academic conferences where spirituality is taboo. But here's the secret. We're not just activating spiritual spaces anymore. Every corner of human experience needs your frequency. That boardroom needs you more than any meditation circle. You're about to discover you've been living at maybe 20% of your actual capacity. The gifts lying dormant in your DNA are about to come online rapidly. You'll walk into rooms and instantly read the entire energetic field. You'll know things about people without being told. You'll see the geometric patterns underlying physical reality. This isn't losing your mind, it's finally using it properly. Some of you have been experiencing preview dreams of the places you're going. Street corners you've never seen in waking life feel familiar. Conversations with strangers feel like continuations of astral meetings. This is because the planning has been happening on multiple dimensions simultaneously. Your higher self has been scouting locations, preparing the ground for your physical arrival. When déjà vu hits, trust it completely. The resistance you're feeling isn't really yours. It's the collective fear of humanity sensing that their reality is about to be disrupted by your presence. Every excuse your mind creates, every reason you can't possibly go, that's the Matrix trying to keep its change agents in lockdown. But your soul knows better. Your soul has been preparing since before birth for exactly this moment of activation. Children and animals will recognize you immediately in these new places. They see your true frequency unfiltered. When children stare at you with knowing eyes, when animals approach with unusual trust, you're exchanging activation codes. This isn't imagination. You're literally communicating on frequencies most adults have forgotten exist. Pay attention to these encounters. They're confirmations you're exactly where you need to be. The physical symptoms intensifying right now aren't illness. Your cellular structure is reorganizing to handle frequencies that human bodies haven't carried before. The exhaustion is your body rebuilding itself at the atomic level. The nausea is old density leaving your field. The heat flashes are your light body coming online. Every symptom is preparation for the environments you're about to enter. Let me tell you what's really happening when we place you in these locations. You become a living acupuncture needle in Earth's energy grid. Your presence activates dormant ley lines, awakens sleeping portals, creates openings in the collective field for higher frequencies to enter. You don't have to do anything special. Your authentic presence alone creates ripples that affect everyone in that space for generations. September itself is a massive portal month astrologically, but what nobody's telling you is that it's also when the veils between dimensions are thinnest. The places you're being called to aren't just geographical locations. They're dimensional intersection points where multiple timelines converge. When you stand in these places, you're not just affecting the present. You're healing past timelines and opening future possibilities simultaneously. Here's something that will blow your mind. Some of the people you're about to meet, you've been meeting in dreams for years. That random person at the coffee shop in Prague, that stranger at the bookstore in Tokyo, they're not strangers at all. You've been planning these encounters on the soul level, waiting for the exact moment when both of you would be ready for the activation that happens when you meet. The eclipse energy still moving through your field has been showing you something crucial. Every unspoken truth, every fuzzy feeling you can't articulate, every relationship tension you've been avoiding, these aren't distractions from your mission. They're the final clearing before launch. You cannot carry old emotional debris into these new spaces. Speak your truth now, even if your voice shakes. When you arrive in these places, someone will look at you and say words that confirm everything. Do I know you? Not recognizing your face, but recognizing your frequency, your essence, something ancient in their soul responding to yours. This will happen multiple times. It's not a coincidence. It's souls remembering their contracts, remembering why they're all in that specific place at that specific time. If this message hits your spirit, hype this video so more starseeds like you can find it. Because what's happening isn't just personal transformation. This is a coordinated galactic operation, and every lightworker needs to be in position. The 3-month period approaching isn't random. October through December represents a cosmic window where Earth's grid is most receptive to frequency upgrades. Every placement during this time is strategic. You might feel like you're being tossed around randomly, but there's a precise pattern to where you're being sent. Each location builds on the previous one, creating a cumulative activation that peaks during the November 11/11 portal. Some locations calling you are obvious portal sites. Sedona with its spiraling trees, Hawaii's volcanic vortexes, Peru's ancient power points. Others seem mundane, but hide massive significance. That random coffee shop in Amsterdam, that specific bench in Central Park, that ordinary office building in Singapore. The power isn't always in the place itself, but in what happens when you bring your frequency there. You're going to meet other starseeds in the most impossible circumstances. You'll both be somewhere neither of you planned to be, lock eyes, and know instantly you're on the same mission. These aren't random meetings. We're creating a living grid of lightworkers, and these encounters are grid points connecting. Exchange information with these souls. You're building a network that becomes crucial for what comes after December. The downloads you receive in these places won't always make immediate sense. You might get sudden urges to leave crystals in specific locations, to have particular conversations, to perform energetic activations that seem strange. Act on these impulses immediately. These aren't random thoughts, but direct transmissions from your galactic team. The full significance often doesn't reveal itself until weeks later, when you see how everything connects. Your relationship with time is about to completely transform. Hours will feel like minutes when you're in flow. Minutes will feel like hours when you're integrating massive downloads. You'll finish impossible tasks in no time. Conversations will happen outside of linear time altogether. This isn't confusion. It's you operating at frequencies where time becomes fluid. Don't force yourself back into clock time. Flow with cosmic timing instead. The exhaustion after each placement isn't normal, tiring. It's integration exhaustion. You're processing not just your experience, but the collective transformation that happened through your presence. Between placements, your body needs extra sleep, long baths, and time in nature. Don't fight this. The integration is as important as the activation. Without it, you can't hold the new frequencies you're downloading. Some of you will be placed in cities desperately needing your frequency. New York's frenetic chaos, Los Angeles's creative confusion, London's ancient modern paradox. You're not there to match their frequency, but to offer an alternative. When everyone rushes, you move slowly. When everyone stresses, you stay calm. When everyone's in their heads, you're in your heart. You're a living reminder that another way exists. Pay attention to technology behaving strangely around you during this period. Phones glitching at significant moments. Computers showing you exactly what you need to see. Random songs playing with perfect messages. Technology becomes a communication device for your guides during this time. The digital realm responds to your frequency shifts, creating synchronicities through screens and speakers. Don't dismiss these as coincidence. The protection you need isn't armor or shields. Carry a simple talisman, a crystal, something that reminds you who you are when density tries to make you forget. When you're in challenging spaces, touch your talisman and remember, you're not there to fight darkness, but to be light. Your authentic frequency naturally repels lower vibrations. They can't attach to you unless you drop into fear. Here's the climax approaching. Around the autumn equinox, you'll find yourself in a situation that challenges everything you believe about yourself. Maybe speaking truth in a room full of illusion. Maybe holding space for massive transformation. Maybe simply being yourself so fully it cracks open everyone around you. This moment has been orchestrated across lifetimes. Everything has been preparing you for this singular act of courage. After that pivotal moment, the second wave begins. October brings deeper placements, more challenging environments, but you'll navigate them with newfound confidence. You'll surprise yourself with your ability to stay centered in chaos, to speak truth with love, to be a lighthouse in storms. This isn't you becoming someone new. It's you finally being who you've always been beneath the fear. The people you affect won't always thank you immediately. Some will resist your frequency initially, feeling threatened by the change you represent. But seeds will be planted that bloom weeks, months, even years later. Someone you have a brief conversation with will completely change their life trajectory. A room you simply sit in will never feel the same. Your presence creates permanent shifts in the quantum field. November's 11-11 portal represents the culmination of this 3-month journey. By then, you'll have been strategically placed in enough locations to create a complete circuit in Earth's energy grid. The activation that happens on November 11th will ripple through every place you've been, every person you've encountered, creating a wave of awakening that cannot be stopped. This is what we've been preparing for. The financial abundance flowing from this trust exercise won't always come directly. Someone you meet offers an opportunity you never imagined. Abilities dormant for lifetimes suddenly become income sources. Resources appear at perfect moments from unexpected sources. The universe doesn't just repay your trust, it rewards it exponentially. But the real treasure isn't money. It's discovering what you're truly capable of. December brings integration and revelation. You'll finally see the pattern of where you've been placed and why. The seemingly random journey will reveal itself as a perfectly orchestrated symphony. Every person you met, every place you visited, every activation you performed will show itself as part of a massive planetary awakening you helped facilitate. The magnitude of what you've participated in will take your breath away. Your energy signature is unique in all creation. No one else can do what you're being asked to do, because no one else carries your exact frequency. Those specific places need your frequency. Not someone similar to you, not someone more experienced than you, but exactly you with all your imperfections and doubts. Your imperfections are actually part of your perfect frequency signature. The souls waiting to meet you have been waiting lifetimes. Some made contracts with you before incarnating, agreeing to meet at specific coordinates at specific times for activations only you can provide. When you don't show up because of fear or doubt, these souls miss their activation window. This isn't to pressure you, but to help you understand the significance of saying yes when divinely prompted. Here's what changes everything. The version of Earth you're helping create through these placements isn't just better for spiritual people, it's better for everyone. Every frequency upgrade you anchor makes it easier for all humans to remember who they really are. Your willingness to leave comfort and show up in challenging spaces literally makes awakening more accessible for millions who will never know your name. The cosmic significance extends beyond Earth. This planetary frequency upgrade affects the entire solar system, rippling out to influence galactic evolution. Beings on other worlds are watching, supporting, celebrating every brave step you take. When you say yes to a divine placement, celebrations happen in dimensions you can't yet perceive. You're participating in something magnificent beyond current human comprehension. After December, you'll never see reality the same way. You'll understand how consciousness creates matter, how intention shapes outcomes, how being changes everything without doing anything. The three-dimensional world will still exist, but you'll see through it, understanding the multi-dimensional tapestry it's woven within. This isn't enlightenment, it's remembering what you've always known but temporarily forgot. The integration period after December will be profound. You'll need time to process what you've experienced, seen, become. Don't rush back into normal life. Take January to rest, integrate, journal, connect with others who've been through similar activations. The stories you share will help you understand the full scope of what happened. Together you'll piece together the massive puzzle you've all been part of. By February 2026, you'll be ready for Phase 2. But that's another transmission for another time. What matters now is the immediate call, the placement about to begin, the invitation already traveling toward you through the quantum field. When it arrives, and it will arrive soon, remember this transmission. Remember that everything has prepared you for this. Remember that the entire universe conspires to support your yes. The old spiritual paradigm told you to transcend the world. The new paradigm asks you to transform it through your presence. Not by preaching, teaching, or convincing, but by simply being yourself so fully that it gives others permission to remember who they are. This is the ultimate spiritual practice, being authentic in spaces that have forgotten what authenticity looks like. Some of you are thinking this message isn't for you, that you're not ready, not special enough, not spiritual enough. Let me be crystal clear. If this transmission resonates in your bones, if you feel that mixture of excitement and terror, if your body is having physical responses to these words, then this is absolutely for you. The universe doesn't make mistakes. You wouldn't be receiving this if you weren't ready. The support available to you during this time is unprecedented. Legions of guides, angels, galactic family members are coordinating every detail. When you feel overwhelmed, call on them. When you need a sign, ask and it will come immediately. When you're in challenging situations, pause and listen. The guidance is always there, always perfect, always exactly what you need. You're never alone in this. Your past wounds, your struggles, your darkest moments have all been preparation. Every challenge you've overcome has built the strength you'll need. Every healing you've done has cleared the channel for higher frequencies. Every moment of doubt you've transcended has prepared you to hold steady when others waver. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Everything has been preparation for this. The physical world is about to prove to you that magic is real, that synchronicity is the natural state, that reality responds to consciousness. You're about to experience coincidences so precise they'll make you laugh out loud. You'll think of someone and they'll call. You'll need something, and it will appear. You'll ask a question and the answer will come from the most unexpected source. Here's the final piece. This isn't a burden or obligation. This is the adventure you've been craving, the purpose you've been seeking, the reason you came to Earth at this pivotal time. Every cell in your body has been waiting for this activation. Every dream you've had of making a real difference is about to become reality. This is your moment, your time, your cosmic cue. The places calling you are already preparing to receive you. The people meant to meet you are feeling restless without knowing why. The activations waiting to happen through you are building pressure, ready to burst through the moment you arrive. Reality itself is reorganizing to support your journey. All you have to do is say yes when the invitation comes, and it's coming sooner than you think. There's a specific sensation you'll feel when the right invitation arrives. Your entire body will light up with recognition. Even if your mind protests with logical objections, you might feel heat in your chest, tingling in your hands, a sudden clarity that cuts through all doubt. This is your cellular memory, recognizing a predetermined coordinate in space and time. When you feel this full-body yes, trust it absolutely, even if it makes no logical sense. The synchronicities are about to accelerate to an almost comical degree. You'll think of someone you haven't seen in years, and they'll message you within hours. You'll wonder about visiting a specific place, and someone will randomly mention it that same day. Books will fall off shelves, open to exact pages you need to read. License plates will spell out messages. Reality itself becomes your direct communication channel with the divine. Some of you are resisting because you're afraid of losing yourself in service to others. But here's the paradox. You'll never be more yourself than when you're on these divine assignments. Every placement strips away another layer of who you're not, revealing more of who you truly are. The mission isn't asking you to sacrifice yourself. It's asking you to finally be yourself fully. The age of solitary meditation is over. Destiny Engine now connects starseeds across the world, a living social field where you can post, share, and exchange your meditations in real time. It's the first galactic network of its kind, weaving together thousands of awakened souls into one unified current. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. The frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual, bending the fabric of reality itself. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field has never been this charged, and the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness, so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this connected field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension together. Link in the description. As I complete this transmission, feel into your body. Notice the activation already beginning, the stirring of recognition, the remembering of your mission. The sleepy phase is ending. The active phase is beginning. You're about to discover what you're truly capable of when you stop hiding and start showing up. The universe has been waiting for you to be ready, and now you are. The same restlessness that started this message returns now, but transformed. It's no longer confusion about what's happening, but anticipation for what's about to unfold. You know what's coming. You can feel it building. Your body knows it, your soul knows it, and now your mind knows it too. The divine placement begins the moment you say yes, and something tells me you're about to say yes. Everything you thought about spiritual awakening being an inner journey was only half the truth. The inner work was preparation for the outer mission. The hermit phase was charging up for the herald phase. The going within was so you could go without, with unshakable center. You're about to discover that changing the world doesn't require doing anything special, just being yourself in places that have forgotten what authentic being looks like. Trust the placement, trust the timing, trust yourself. When the call comes, say yes. The entire universe is conspiring to support you in this mission. You are loved beyond measure, supported beyond imagination, and needed beyond your current understanding. The cosmic assignment you've been preparing for is finally here. Welcome to your real mission, Starseed. The placement begins now. I am Seraphine, and we are with you always, orchestrating every synchronicity, supporting every step, celebrating every yes you offer to the divine plan. We love you, and we are watching over you as you step into the magnificent mission that has always been yours. The waiting is over. The movement begins. Your cosmic moment has arrived.